crap you've been doing on motherfucking Fresh and Fit. Big Ack is here now. That's facts. And say somebody.
Welcome back to the Unfiltered Discussions podcast. In this episode, we're going to be starting a multi-part series on what is going on with the manosphere right now. We are going to actually start off this series talking about Myron Gaines and Walter Weeks, aka Fresh and Fit, right? If you guys don't know who Fresh and Fit are and you're a little curious, go over and check out their channel, but I'm giving you some serious trigger warnings right now, especially for you females. After a couple of days of diving down this rabbit hole of insecurity and childishness.
You ladies are not going to like this, but I'm going to say this. You need to delete your social media. He doesn't.
No.
Okay,
so what you guys going to look at?
Ladies, see, here's the problem.
But wait, there's more.
You guys, this is, again, a lot of women like to... Okay, men and women are not the same. We're not the same at all. Okay, I'll give you guys an example. Can I get into a nightclub for free? Just based on the way I look?
Yes.
Maybe.
What nightclub?
No. 100% no. But you can't use. You cannot use
the security guards.
So I can't get into a nightclub for free based on my look. Can I sell feet pictures for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and possibly make a living off it?
I can.
If you find that one that loves feet, maybe.
Okay, you're still living. Ladies, stop cutting me off. Stop cutting me off. So you're still living in Disney World? No, I'm talking about reality. Can a man make a living off of his sexuality like a woman can?
No.
Okay. So therefore, we have different rules and privileges, correct? So it is ridiculous for you guys to try to impose your rules and realities on a man that doesn't have nearly the same amount of privileges. That's like me telling you guys, I need you all to bench 225. None of you guys can do it, right?
I was going to make this video yesterday on Mother's Day, but I was so worn out mentally, I needed to have a drink. Well, one drink of Hennessy turned into several drinks of Hennessy, and I decided to just do it today instead because I honestly needed that mental break after listening to it. We're also going to be talking about people like Donovan Sharpe. We are going to be talking about people like channels like Just the Pearly Things. We are going to be talking about the quote unquote godfather of the manosphere or godfather of the red pill, Rollo Tomassi. Speaking of Rollo, just a few days ago, he put out a tweet saying that the fastest way to become a high value man, and we will cover that, what a high value man is and everything. The fastest way to become a high value man is to not start a family. Avoid starting a family, not get married, and get a vasectomy in your 20s. And it goes on. It just goes on spewing nonsense. But as a 43-year-old man with 5 biological kids, 2 stepkids, so a grand total of 7 kids, I am actually going to get a vasectomy here in the next couple of months. I have already done my pre-screening with a urologist. Most urologists will not give a 20-something-year-old a vasectomy because there is a very low chance of reversing it. It's something like 30%. I know this for a fact because I just talked to your urologist about a month ago. I went through the whole pre-screening. Even though I am 43 with that many children, I still had to be vetted. And now I still have to wait just to make sure I don't want more children. This is the way urologists do it. And from what I've been told, that this is standard, okay? So that's just some of the nonsense that gets spewed out by some of these quote unquote manosphere red pill guys. Now, there are other guys in the manosphere that are pushing back against this, saying that this is crap and this and that. And actually, just yesterday, Rollo Tomassi came out with a live stream saying that, it was just, he was just trolling and this and that, whatever. What he's not understanding is that there are people out there that would take that literally, you know what I'm trying to say. And actually try to go live by that. That's what I'm saying. They spit this nonsense out not thinking of the repercussions of the people that are listening to this stuff, right? Let's get into Fresh and Fit. Let's just go ahead and get into Fresh and Fit. We've gone on a little too long about this already. So the Fresh and Fit podcast channel itself, to me, is like an even trashier version of Steve Wilkos. An even nastier version of the Jerry Springer show. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer.
I think if you're in a serious relationship with a girl, she should not have an Instagram. That's cheating, in my opinion. I think a woman having an Instagram is 100% cheating, especially if she has scantily clad photos of herself on the internet and she's not making money off of it, which a lot of women tend to do. And I think for women, attention is like sex for men. You know, women love attention from the opposite gender. And if you got a serious relationship with a girl and she still has a for sale sign on her neck, I think that's very disrespectful. But that's just me.
But right here I have in my hand a list of 7 negative things about the Fresh and Fit podcast. Now, do not get me completely wrong. There are some positive things that they do say. Like, you need to get up off the couch and do something with your life. You need to put down the video game controller. Go outside. Get some sun. Maybe think about what you want for your future. Think about what you want to do in the future. They also have some money management advice. They have other people who are supposedly professionals come on their show and talk about money management, investments, and all that kind of stuff. But where their podcast fails is they like to promote toxic masculinity. Now, toxic masculinity is an umbrella term, and we're going to be talking about it as a box that things get thrown into. Now, some things that get thrown into there belong there.
We used to run trains on white girls. Choo choo. Robin Hood. We used to do it without permission. So it's not like she came over and said, "Hey, I want to sleep with all you guys." Yeah. We said, "Hey, man, that white girl like you. Get over here." And then we put. Oh shit. Yeah. We just come in with dicks out.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
We might have to go off Twitch. Yeah. Okay, Twitch. Yo.
Hold on, homie.
There are a lot of other things that people like to throw in there just because it's something that they don't want to hear, and it actually does not belong in that box. Okay, we're not going to go into examples of what and what does not belong in there. So, the Fresh and Fit podcast uses the promotion of toxic masculinity. The Fresh and Fit podcast has been criticized for promoting toxic masculinity by objectifying and demeaning women. They often make sweeping generalizations about women, reducing them to mere physical attributes and reinforcing harmful stereotypes. Number 2, a superficial approach to relationships. The podcast tends to focus solely on physical aspects of relationships, disregarding the importance of emotional connections, mutual respect, and genuine communication. This can lead to listeners to prioritize superficial qualities over deeper and more meaningful connections. Like, they're out there telling these young men that you need to have a body count of 50 or more. And what they mean by body count, they mean sexual partners or more. But yet they expect these men to find women who have body counts of 10 or less. That's what they're saying. They're basically saying it's okay for men to be hoes, but not women, which is not the case. That is wholly nasty. Either way, it is nasty. See, I'm getting triggered already.
You said something on like last show when I was on. It was a little bit alarming.
I have to be careful what they want me for. That being said, this shorty here, bro. Listen. That shorty there, bro, wants me for me, 100%. All right, see what you want.
You said she was very different from every girl you meet in Miami. When I've heard you speak about every girl in Miami before, you generalized.
No, that being said, when I met her, I saw she hadn't been tainted yet. She hadn't been like in certain circles where, like, you know what? Damn, she's gone through the streets.
If he says that being said one more time, If he says that being said one more time,
I get what you're saying.
I think I'm gonna have to.
But that being said, let's just let the video play. Okay.
What does it mean that she's different and not thinking like a Miami girl? I just pointed you out someone.
Okay.
Explain that, because I've heard you say.
Yeah. So for example, right?
They also promote unrealistic expectations. Fresh and Fit often presents an idealized and unrealistic version of relationships and personal development. They may make it seem like achieving success in dating and life is easy and straightforward. It's definitely not. Setting unrealistic expectations that can lead to disappointment and frustration for listeners. Listen, they're out here telling guys in their 20s that if you do X, Y, and Z, you can become a high-value man. Most high-value men do not become high value until their 40s. Also, number 4, lack of diversity and inclusivity. The podcast has been criticized for its lack of diversity and inclusivity. The host may perpetuate bias and stereotypes, disregarding the experiences and perspectives of individuals from different backgrounds. This narrow viewpoint can limit the understanding and growth of their audience. Like, I seen a clip of Myron, who is Sudanese. So basically he's Arabic. And Walter, who is from Barbados, a black man from Barbados, saying that they don't dabble in the dark, meaning they don't date black women.
Called black. It's funny, I never used that one, bro, but hey, man.
I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
LaQuisha.
Yeah, like me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like that. Man. We ain't night riders.
Nah,
so
bro, I'm good.
Sometimes if they're, red bone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Also, manipulative marketing tactics. They claim to be these expert dating coaches who have body counts over 1,000 in the triple digits. I find this highly unlikely. I've seen both of these guys. I doubt they have body counts over 20. Just to be honest. And I'm not saying I'm a Don Juan DeMarco myself, because I definitely am not. And I am absolutely fine with that. But these two, for lack of a better term, goobers or dweebs, definitely do not have body counts in the thousands. Okay? Like I said, these guys remind me of the guys that couldn't get dates in high school, did not have girlfriends in high school, and are kind of bitter about women because of it. They're constantly saying that women deserve less, that women are pretty much nothing. They can be treated as objects. That's pretty much what they're saying. They talk like they don't have mothers or sisters. Actually, if you want to maybe be straight honest about it, they're incels. They are incels. And if they are getting women now, it's because of the popularity of their show and probably paying them too. So that belongs into the manipulative marketing tactics, because they have courses they sell on how to pick up women on Instagram, how to pick up women in clubs, how to pick up women in bars and stuff like that. And if you ask me, Mr. Weeks himself seems like a scammer.
Walter is going to share with us one of his W's, aka a night of romance with multiple women. I want you to tell me when you stopped believing that this story was true.
All right, guys. So you heard my L's, marrying a single mom, getting left out in the cold, basically in the car, never came downstairs. But today we're going to talk about my W in terms of having 3 women in one day.
Number 6, negative impact on self-esteem. The podcast focuses on physical appearance and superficial qualities that can negatively impact listeners' self-esteem, particularly if they don't fit into the narrow beauty standards presented. This can contribute to body image issues and feelings of inadequacy. There's another YouTuber by the name of Preach. He has a channel with him and his partner Abba and Preach. They do reaction videos. Myron Gaines has went as far as to call Preach's wife fat, a beluga whale. I've never seen this woman. As far as I know, she's not on YouTube or anything like that. And he attacked her because he had an issue with her husband. Seems very childish to me and actually insecure. Real men don't do that. I doubt high value men do that. So, number 7, lack of professional expertise. While the host of while the host of Fresh and Fit may present themselves as relationship and personal development experts, they often lack formal training or qualifications in these areas. Relying solely on their personal experience, which they have none, and opinions can result in misguided advice and potentially harmful suggestions. I doubt these guys have the personal experience that they say they have. Where are the receipts? Prove it. They can't. They can't. You know, like I said, they probably went to prom by themselves. If they went at all. It's important to approach content like Fresh and Fit podcast critically and consider the potential negative side effects it may have on one's mindset and overall well-being. Seeking out diverse and reputable sources for guidance and personal growth is essential. If you are having issues in your personal life and you are failing to cope with them, you need to go seek professional help. The internet and YouTube is not the place for that. You will be misled. If you are having suicidal thoughts, you need to seek professional help from a licensed professional. But for now, thank you for listening to Unfiltered Discussions podcast. It's your boy. I'm up out of here. Peace.
You want to have a hot girl summer? All right, bitch. You're going to have a bunch of hot girl summers by yourself.
You know what's the scary part, man?
Fatality.
If you actually wife up one of these girls, bro, and you take it seriously, she can't have a pair bond. So what happens is you wife her up, you take her in, and she's hella muscle on her body. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, what do you get? A used, beat up product that can't even work properly.
You can't even be a fucking decent woman and not be a slut? Fuck out of here, bro. No, you dumb bitch. I'm not fucking insecure. I'm very secure in my goddamn confidence. I don't want to fucking wife up no hoe. All right? And I'm tired of women out here telling dudes, small dick energy, you're insecure, you're insecure. Da, 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 da. Bitch.
I need another fucking drink.